Heard about you and your honeyed words.
If you need potions, you should try Arcadia's Cauldron. Figure the bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. Just my luck. Stuck in the sticks with this crazy old woman.
Staying safe, I hope. I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thuan be taught? Like any skill?
What do you need? Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
I understand you're the one that found this orb in Sarthal. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Feralda can teach destruction spells and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration. One of the best in Tamriel and always willing to pass on his
If you
knowledge.
require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Aron found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight that's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms, but I think that's giving them too much credit. I'm not sure. None of them were working on anything terribly dangerous. As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Elos Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with the calm spells, I believe, but only ever worked with skeevers. And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins, though they rarely agreed on anything. Those two boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Honningbrew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed. Until next time.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Until next time.
Chanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Excellent. I'll start translating it. Shouldn't take me more than a day or two. I only just got my hands on it. I can only work so quickly. Until next time.
For the much contact with others around. Our house is out beneath the air. By now, North there keep to themselves.
There has to be a clue around here somewhere. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual. can fight me. Move along, Outlander.
That isn't my problem. I was clear when I loaned Garvin the money that I wanted it back by first harvest.
I'll see what I can do.
If you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts or end up hurt.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? I think I can teach you a thing or two. Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lami, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morvain, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Careful with those netches. They may look tame. You can seriously
I got those special poisons you asked for.
Why don't you say that
Always
even
a
louder
pleasure
so
to
the
watch
entire
you
town
walk
can hear you,
walks
idiot?
by.
Just give them to me and put it on my account.
About your account, it's been a few months.
I said to put it on my account, and that's the end of it. Understand? I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortunes? Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim. Ah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words. The East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock, and when they do, I'll be at the top of their list. Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point, a kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them. They could be anywhere on the island. The mines might be a good place to start. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here, and I'll pay you for them. The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
Miserable. Just miserable. This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
Mogro, I thought I told you I didn't want you hanging around here.
Yeah, I heard you before. I just don't care. You won't kick me out of here, and we both know it.
Look, we've been over this. I paid you off. I don't owe you a thing.
And I'm supposed to run my operation outside in a pile of ash? I don't think so. I'm not asking you if I can stay. I'm telling you. Now that's the end of it.
Mogro, I thought I told you I didn't want you hanging around here.
Yeah, I heard you before. I just don't care. You won't kick me out of here, and we both know it.
Welcome to the Wretched Netch Corner Club, home of the finest suit jammer that will ever grace your lips.
I'm not asking you if I...
There's actually a funny story behind the name,
That's
friend.
the end of it.
A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sujamma in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a Netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the Netch, yells, "Have a drink," and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on the Netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick. True story, friend. True story. The finest sujama to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujama. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kinda hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujama and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way. If you're dealing with me, take that swill and pour it down a well. All right, then. I might lend coin to people that
I
need
work
it,
for Mogul.
but I never.
You got a problem, you talk to him.
Off. Until next time.
Welcome to the retching net. With the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. Watch yourself out there.
Looks like an ash storm might be brewing.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost. Oh, how kind. Thank Geldis for me, won't you? A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine? One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service. Then let's be off.
Right behind you.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, my lord. If you need anything, Master Geldis will be happy to help you.
I've spent enough time on
Sorry, Geldis won't allow me to drink while I'm working at the Netch.
Safe travels.
I hate to break it to you, but there isn't a scrap of ebony left in the mines. You might want to just move on. Headed east. May want to give the Talmithra.
You got a problem.
I'll give you this warning. Take that swill and pour it down a well.
What? Oh, no, thank you. I need to keep my head clear. I have to be. Till next time. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here, and we've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Remember,
My husband Bendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. Sure, got nothing better to do. May your path be free from danger.
Welcome to Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. Next time you're hungry, stop by.
Miserable. At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it. Keep yourself safe. Solstine's still a dangerous place.
Your skin's... I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen? Careful with those niches.
You need to talk some sense.
I've sworn to keep Councillor Morvain safe, and I
work for Mocha.
You haven't seen Cresius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again. No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Cresius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. A fine question, and the one that I hear most often from visitors to our town. I wish I had a more romantic tale to tell, but I was simply seeking my fortune and chose Raven Rock to ply my trade. Besides, knowing how to repair bone mold armor wasn't very useful in Riften. I had a friend over there, a dark elf named Van Ryth, a very talented armor smith. Spent a lot of time with the guy swapping smithing techniques. Learned a heck of a lot, including how to repair bone mold. After he moved on to greener pastures, I decided to pack up, move out here, and put those lessons to the test. Been here ever since. You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the...
My husband
Too many ash spots.
Miserable. Just miserable.
He was mistaken.
Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. The Dunmer have been growing food in the Ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Want to buy anything? Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave
I
no
work
stone
for Moko. You got a problem, you talk to him.
You stuck in Raven? Don't like it? I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible.
I'm glad to lend a hand.
Keep yourself safe.
You must be using quite a bit of your...
Solstine's still a dangerous place.
Preparing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry.
Obey our lords, or suffer the consequences.
I'll recover my losses in due time.
Excuse me, but the temple is for followers of our faith alone. Out. Get that vile liquid away from me. Non-believers are never welcome here. Are you here to pray? Or perhaps pay your respects at our ancestral tomb? There where we inter our dead. They are sacred places, meant to honor their passing. Sadly, we've been unable to use the ancestral tomb beneath the temple as of late, and have resorted to other locations to scatter the remains. Those foul vermin, the abominations we call ash spawn, have risen from the ashes of our own ancestors. They're befouling the memories of our forefathers by defiling their remains. Thank you, Wanderer. That would be most kind. Here, this key should open the door to the tomb. Be cautious, friend. The ash spawn are soulless beings. No regard for
Maiden is ship-shape and ready to go.
You're looking for passage. Talk to Captain Yowie.
Vendel Severin. A pleasure to meet you, Serial. Not today. Too many things on my mind. Pleasant journeys.
By night we reclined. What by day was stolen.
Far from ourselves.
He grows ever near to us.
Your eyes once were blinded. Your hands once were idle. And when the world shall listen, and when the world remembers, here in my shrine, that you have forgotten.
Hope we don't run into too many ash spawn.
That you might remember.
What by day is stolen.
Your eyes once were blinded. Your hands once were idle.
Now through them does he speak.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him. Mogul doesn't lend coin to outlanders.
Welcome to the Sorry. Gildas won't allow me to drink while I'm working at the Netch.
I'll give you this warning. Take that swill and pour it down a well.
You looking for trouble? Stay out of my way.
This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest... Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll
Keep
show you
yourself
to
safe.
your room. Right this way.
Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Drayler, I have... And when the world shall see.
Can I escape now? That world will cease to be. Can't hide from thee.
Here,
That we might
What faithless minds have stolen?
Drayler,
anyone can help us now, it is you. Farewell, outsider.
Master, not break concentration. We do not have much time. May darkness never touch.
Do not disturb us, I beg you. We must focus on Storm's magic.